What's happening? Hey, good morning, everybody. Oh, my God. Busy day, my friends. Busy day. We have NFL sideline reporter Bonnie Bernstein on the phone. Winfred's Money. Where if Tim loses, Tim who's playing Fred, his girlfriend has to get naked. Beautiful, sexy Angie Everhart and beautiful, sexy Pamela Anderson.
Wow.
That's right.
This is officially a Hot Chick Thursday because even though she's on the phone, that Bonnie Bernstein is hot, too.
Hot Chick Thursday. Artie has said it properly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're calling it.
I saw Angie. I was watching. I just caught a couple of minutes of the Celebrity Mole last night, and I saw Angie.
Yeah.
Regular women shouldn't really stand next to her.
Yeah, she's a good-looking girl.
She just makes you look like a boy.
Yeah. She made me look like a boy.
Well, you are a boy.
Oh,
it's okay if it happens to you. Should happen to any woman. She was on there with that Tracy Gold, who was the girl from the Alan Thicke show who had anorexia.
Right.
And Keisha Knight Pulliam, who was Rudy on the Cosby Show.
Right.
And they didn't look like women standing next to her.
Yeah, those aren't women. Angie's a woman. In fact, I don't know what she was doing with me for that short time that I knew her. I made a video. You know, my job at my kid's birthday party is always to videotape. I make a videotape, and at the end, since there was no one to hold the camera on me, I turned the camera around on myself to say, you know, happy birthday to my daughter. Talking to the camera. I was shocked at what I looked like. I said, how would anybody be with me?
Oh, my goodness.
It's vile. I mean, it's vile.
This is your opinion of yourself.
Oh,
I'm
my
sure you
God.
look fine.
Hey, you heard Donna D'Erico. I was a 2. I mean, she's right. I mean, that's why I didn't take offense. I said, how can I blame the girl for being honest? I built a career on honesty.
You went up to 5, actually.
Oh, please. I'll take the 2 as an accurate account of my
It was
beauty.
2.5, 2 and change.
There you go.
I was actually thinking about starting a business where, for a fee, I'll stand next to good-looking people to make
you know
them
what
look
I like?
better.
I like that in my weird brain somehow. I think if I wear darker sunglasses, I look better. That's what's funny. That I'm that delusional.
Now, were you wearing the dark glasses in the video?
I'm like, who is that monster? I should have had that Charlize Theron role. They wouldn't have to waste money on makeup and get me fat.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm a monster. I don't even believe what I look like.
Angie thought you were cute.
Oh.
Beth thinks you're cute.
You think I'm cute.
I do.
Yeah.
We couldn't all be wrong.
I'm going to wear a welder's mask next time I'm on video.
That's not bad.
That's right.
Hello, this is your father. All muffled.
You look like
inside
Jason.
your mask.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Daddy loves you.
Daddy.
I know you haven't seen me in 3 years, but ever since I turned 50, I'm wearing a welder's mask. That's right, so Daddy won't embarrass you. Thank you. That is all.
That's our dad. He got slapped the yarmulke.
Yeah. And Tallis and Tefillin.
Daddy got slapped with the whole Jewish religion.
I have been slapped with thousands of years of Jewish history. Don't worry, you don't look like Daddy. It's okay. You had a good-looking mother.
A temple fell on me.
Yeah. I look like a temple fell on me. I reek of Moses.
Hey, now. All right, so a lot of beautiful women today, and no one loves beautiful women more than this show.
Absolutely.
And also some other surprises and things. We'll get to that.
Before we get started, though, to keep my reputation in the gambling community, I have 50 for each of you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I forgot about that.
the rest of your day.
Honest man.
You're $50.
I wondered if we'd see that other 50.
I got it here, Robin. You'll see it.
Right up here.
Yeah.
There it is.
You're a good man, Artie.
Oh, yeah, we won a lot of money from Artie yesterday.
Artie we fleeced Artie yesterday. Artie walked in, he had like $400 on him. He walked out penniless.
Right.
That was a rape.
It was a rape. I was anally raped.
Right. All right, let's go to... Who are we going to go to? Let's go to... Let's go to... Who do you want to go to?
I can't see.
What?
I don't know what you're looking at.
You don't know what I'm looking at.
How could I choose?
All right, let's go to Smooth. Hey, Smooth, you're on the air. Welcome to the show. Hey now, Smooth.
Hey, man, I've seen you coming out of the gym a couple times during the summer, and you do sort of have like this Big Bird look to you, man. Head down, you got the gym bag thing going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big Bird carries a gym bag and keeps his head down?
I have the Big Bird thing going and the gym bag thing going.
You're walking down the street, you don't want to be seen, but I mean, you're...
It's not that I don't want to be seen. Who says I don't want to be seen? I wouldn't walk on the street if I didn't want to be seen, you moron.
Okay.
You're obviously looking at me. You're busy looking at me.
It's not working.
Like I'm a chick. The big homo.
Well, the bag you looks like you're holding a handbag. You're so tall.
That is a handbag, you idiot.
Half Hebrew bastard. I love you, man. I love you.
Thank you.
All right, man.
It's like Big Bird going to spin class.
Yeah, Big Bird with a gym bag.
I don't even know why I bother going to the gym. I take a look at that face. I'll be like, I don't want to say.
What?
No. I just be, what good is having a thin body if you got a bad face?
It's not a bit. Men can't have butter faces.
Oh, I got one.
Everything's great, but your body.
But your face, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And believe me, the body ain't that great.
And that doesn't work for you?
No.
I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to maintain this body.
Hey, Steve, you're on the air.
Hey, Al, what's happening? Dr. Jew.
Hey, nothing was what?
Something.
What's happening?
Jew. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe we'll just knock off the Jew comments every minute. I mean, it's getting to be a bit much.
Hey, listen, that E-show last night, man, that chick was smoking, bro.
Yeah. Who was that again?
I don't even know her name, but I couldn't get past
it was the fast turnaround. It was
the comic book.
De'Erica, Donna De'Erica.
Yeah, she's a good-looking broad.
God.
That's a good-looking broad.
Have a good one.
All right, later. She is good-looking.
Genetically gifted.
Hey, Johnny, you're on the air.
Hey, Al, you were talking about how bad you look. I seen a clip yesterday on Real TV from 1985. You were doing some kind of show. You were trying to take your shirt off. You look like some kind of news clip. Oh, man, you looked horrible in 85.
Yeah. I've looked horrible my whole life. You're not going to go back and find a clip where I look good.
No, I think this guy's saying you've gotten better.
Oh. I don't think so. He's saying you looked horrible.
A little bit.
You looked horrible in 85, and you looked horrible in 2004.
Well, what was that show you were trying? What was that show you were doing in 85?
I don't know what clip you were looking at.
He's going to remember.
I don't know.
That might have been your Bill Boggs appearance.
85? I don't know.
It was some kind of...
That could have been.
Who knows? 60 Minutes is the coolest show. Gary saw it, and he told me that he was watching some kind of report they did, how, like that Halliburton company that's getting all the business in Iraq, you're not allowed to do business with Iraq at one point, so...
Halliburton was the only company.
Yeah, but even when we had the ban on working with them, what they do is they set up a business branch in the Cayman Islands.
A dummy company?
Yeah, or something like that. I don't know if it was Halliburton or another company, but all kinds of shenanigans.
That's how those people get around those embargoes and bans. They go to another country and set up a company and work out of there.
Hey, Gary, tell me what it was again.
You know, you're not allowed to do business with what our country calls rogue countries, which is Libya and Iraq and all that stuff. So what Halliburton did was they set up something in the Cayman Islands, but they said that doesn't have anything to do with the Halliburton that we know in this country.
Yeah.
But it does.
Right.
It is.
And 60 Minutes proved that. So the one in this country isn't doing business with Iraq. The one in the Cayman Islands is doing business with
That's
Iraq.
Dick Cheney's company.
Exactly.
Right.
How is it his company?
He would have done that.
He was the CEO of the company for like 6 years. He stepped down only when he became vice president.
Yeah. What kills me about all of this is that we're over in Russia telling the Russian president that he's wrong for locking up this businessman he took away everything from him because...
I think he thought the guy was getting too powerful.
He did. And he just decided, imagine the guy woke up being a rich guy, doing well.
He had worked his way, because at one point in Russia, you couldn't own anything.
Right.
So when the communism fell, this guy managed to get himself a business and make himself the richest man in Russia.
Yeah. And so the president, and he's also a critic of the president, Putin, and the Putin just locked him up.
Yeah.
Locked him up. So, I'm sitting there laughing about how Colin Powell's over in Russia telling them that that's a terrible thing when in this country alone, I've been a victim of this, when the FCC fined us $1.7 million, Mel and Infinity Broadcasting said, we're going to go to court and challenge this. We don't think we're doing anything obscene. Well, once the FCC heard we were going to fight it, they stopped letting Mel do business. They literally closed them down. They would not approve any of the purchases, no licenses, and they strong-armed him into paying the fine. They would not go to court.
He had to sit down and negotiate.
They would not be humiliated by any businessman. And let me tell you something, they could have ruined him. And they threatened to ruin him. It was the same exact thing our government's doing to businessmen all the time.
I was at the greatest line where somebody said that when Mel paid that money, he should have left it on the steps of the Supreme Court in a brown paper bag and small bills.
Yeah.
It was like a bribe.
Yeah, it was a payoff.
And Mel was willing to go to court. He was willing to pay the money to prove the principle so we wouldn't have any of this nonsense anymore with obscenity. But they wouldn't allow it.
Did you see, I don't know if you did this last night. I went on AOL just to check my email.
Right.
And, they always have that little screen up there and they have the little news things. They give you 2 or 3 pictures and they have some news headlines. Your picture popped up.
Yeah, because a guy, Bubba the Love Sponge, got fined. AOL had my picture up. My daughter called me. She goes, Dad, your picture's on AOL. I go,
That's
why?
what I was looking at. I was like, what's that all about?
I told you, as soon as one of these guys gets in trouble, they all put up Howard Stern's picture.
Yeah, because I don't know what Bubba the Love Sponge looks like.
Well,
but
nobody
I know
cares
what
about
you
him.
Look like. And so all of a sudden I'm like, oh, my God, what have we done now?
Bubba the Love Sponge is a DJ who's probably down south, Florida, who wallows in obscurity, who gets away with saying all kinds of dirty things because the FCC looks the other way. They don't care about him. But finally, I got to say, at least I'm happy the FCC went after him and after these other guys.
Well, reading this article, it was frightening.
Made it seem like...
Frightening because what was happening was the FCC fined Bubba, the Love Sponge, and all of these Congress people were applauding them for doing it and saying, we want you to continue to we're going to be watching you to make sure you continue to strictly and stringently regulate to protect our children from pornography,
what a bunch of BS,
obscenity, and indecency.
Yeah, what a bunch of BS.
You can watch Friends, which I watch sometimes with my kids.
You know how many children are dying in this world?
Right.
There's so many sexual references on Friends at 8 o'clock at night.
What do you think? Kids aren't watching HBO?
They were saying that, too. They were saying, we are shocked that television has not been fined.
What about that?
Well, here's my point. They're entitled to feel that way. But let the case go to court, and let's see what the law of the land is.
Who are they?
Yeah, who are these people? Just quote Jerry Seinfeld. Who are? Forget about it. You go into... But here's the funny thing. We're over in Russia. This is why the rest of the world hates us. We keep saying, why does the world want to blow us up? Because we keep telling people how to live their lives, and we don't live them in a stellar way. We don't live them in any kind of exemplary way. All we do is preach that we have the honest system. It's much better here in America. It's the same exact situation what's going on in Russia. There's corruption to the highest levels of government. When Dick Cheney is out playing golf with a Supreme Court justice who's about to rule on something in his interest, don't tell me there isn't corruption. And then, the rest of the world goes, oh, those Americans, they love to tell us how to live.
All right.
And really,
then look at them.
Who are we to tell anybody how to live? Who are we to tell anybody how to live when this kind of crap goes on? Oh, you're not going to pay these fines? You want to go to court? We're going to shut down your business. Well, wait, aren't I entitled to a day in court? Nope. Man, think about it. Think about how there is no difference. They would have locked up Mel Karmazin. They would have locked up just like Putin is doing to this businessman. I can't even pronounce the guy's name.
Putin.
No, not Putin. I mean the other dude.
The other guy.
Yeah, he's got a name that doesn't have a vowel.
One of those real Russian names.
Yeah. If he was a cab driver in this country, he'd fit right in.
But you know what really is sad to me is legislators piling on for their little, moment of getting their name in the paper.
Yeah.
Saying, yes, the FCC is absolutely right. We're going to be watching them to make sure they continue to do this.
Yeah. Do what?
Crack down and run roughshod over silliness.
Yeah.
And that's Joe Lieberman's whole thing, too, right?
Yeah. Oh, Joe Lieberman. Thank God he's...
he's busy running for president and losing.
His big thing is he's going to clean up the airwaves, too.
Hey, by the way, I watched...
Yeah, it was Democrats and Republicans. They were all weighing in. So this is not... You can't look at one party or the other and say somebody's better.
Hey,
when they find Bubba the Love Sponge, everything will be better. Yeah.
By the way, I watched one other thing on 60 Minutes because we were wondering yesterday about John Kerry's wife's accent.
Yeah.
Her father's Portuguese, but she was born in Mozambique.
Okay, that's the Africa connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought there was a little something African about her.
I don't know that there's anything African. I knew there was something European.
I don't even know anything.
You want good food, go to a Portuguese restaurant.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Really?
Excellent food.
We have to take your word for it?
Oh, yeah. Come on to Newark. There's great Portuguese restaurant.
Yeah, Shuli, go ahead real quick because I got to move along.
Oh, hey, man. How you guys doing?
I got to take a break.
I got some questions for you.
Go ahead.
What's more likely to happen in the next 2 years before your contract's up? You getting married to Beth or you renewing your contract?
Whoa. It's a game. What are we playing?
Yes. What is more likely?
All right. I'm going to either marry Beth
or renew your contract.
Well, I would say renew my contract because I'm never getting married again.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
No more engagement chicken being made?
You can make all the engagement chicken you want.
All right,
I'm
immune to it. I am not a marrying boy. I don't. You know what? I think it's great. You want to be in a relationship. Robin's in a 9-year relationship. Isn't it 9?
100 years.
100 years. It seems like. Whatever the relationship. That's fine.
I don't remember the time before.
No reason you need to be married.
But I'm not,
What?
living with anybody.
I don't know what you're doing over there. I'm not even sure you're not gay. I don't even know if you're having sex with that guy, to be honest. That's the new thing. Everyone thinks that there's a ruse going on.
There's a ruse?
I hear all the rumors about you. I hear, people come to me all the time.
I love how they're always constantly fascinated with me.
Everyone loves you. Everyone is fascinated by you.
It's been going on for years. People
who wouldn't be?
What's going on in my bedroom?
Well, look at you.
Robin's a fascinating woman.
That's right. You're a complicated woman. All right, what else do you want to ask me?
I got a game called What's Gayer. You ready?
Go ahead.
All right. Crying at a Michael Jackson concert.
Which Artie did.
Right. Or crying at an episode of ER.
Who did?
Which Gary did.
Oh.
I think the Michael Jackson one takes the cake.
Yeah, because just the fact that you're there, ER, you might be flipping through the channels.
Right.
What's the, you did it in public. What was the song again? Man in the Mirror?
Yes, it was Man in the Mirror.
Really?
Was it really?
No.
I'm looking at the man.
Did I explain the situation?
Yeah, your father.
You cried to Man in the Mirror?
All right.
Was it Man in the Mirror? I had it right, Ray.
You're right. That was very good.
Wow.
And there was something about your father died.
My father, he didn't die yet. My father had just fallen off a roof, and he was a quadriplegic. And we were sitting next to the handicap section, and all the people in the wheelchairs were right in front of us, like watching the concert.
Right.
And he went into this slow song, and I was, a little drunk, and maybe, at the time, might have been doing something else that gets you a little foggy-headed. Smoking a little weed or whatever. And I started to well up. And when I was looking at the people in the wheelchair, and my buddy Danny said, "Are you crying?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, the smoke from the weed,
From the weed.
What were you doing there with a buddy? It sounds like you and your buddies.
I would never go to Michael Jackson with a dude.
We were there with five.
With a woman.
We were there with 5 women.
We
went on a big We went tailgating. These broads wanted to go see. And
yeah, sure.
Neither one of us got laid, by the way.
Did the broad see you crying?
No, just Danny.
Did Danny hold you?
It wasn't like a full, boo-hoo-hoo. I welled up. I had tears in my eyes.
All right, clearly it's the Michael Jackson thing.
And pardon me for loving my father.
Okay, what about putting makeup on stretch marks?
Yeah.
Oh.
What is this, Bash Me Day, Shuli?
Hold on a second.
Hold on. Or arranging your clothes at home according to the season, which is what Gary does.
Mm.
Gee, I think putting makeup on your stretch marks. That's pretty bad.
But a guy arranging his clothes according to the season.
Hey, I didn't say that was good. I just said putting makeup on your stretch marks is worse.
Well, that was out of sheer embarrassment.
Okay, whatever.
I don't want to wear a turtleneck in August on the beach.
All right, what about this one? Letting a German guy take half-naked pictures of you?
Go ahead.
Or dressing up your dog and taking its picture for your Christmas card.
Okay, in my defense, I have a hot girlfriend.
No defense.
Hold it.
No defense.
I still say going... Are you going to tell me taking gay photographs by a German photographer is 20 times more gay?
But wait a minute.
Any
just
gay...
having your photograph... I mean, lots of photographers are gay.
In that industry, too.
Just taking your photograph is not gay.
No, gay pictures are gay. No, that's more gay. I
got to say, going to a German
you're not a good judge of that.
So let Artie judge.
You know, I'd have to say, going to a German photographer getting naked is gayer than taking a picture of your dog.
Yeah, please.
But dressing the dog?
I didn't dress the dog. My girlfriend did. Go ahead.
All right. Speaking of your girlfriend, I have another quick little game. If you want.
All right.
This is the threesome game. Beth comes up to you. She says she's willing for a threesome.
Go ahead.
She gives you a list of 8 women.
Please.
You have to pick one of these women. Okay?
Easy job for me.
All right.
You haven't heard the names yet.
Yeah. Okay. Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Okay. I'll take her.
Wait a minute. Keep going.
Say no more.
We're done. Game over. Now, number 2, Jolene Blaylock.
Oh, okay, her.
He's going to take everyone.
Yeah, her.
Jenna Jameson.
No. Jolene Blaylock.
Hold on, I got some more. Hold on. Christina Aguilera.
Jolene Blaylock.
Carmen Electra.
Jolene Blaylock.
Wow.
Pam Anderson.
Jolene Blaylock.
Wow. Man.
Uma Thurman.
Jolene Blaylock.
Britney Spears.
Jolene Blaylock.
Angie Everhart.
Jolene Blaylock.
Blade Block.
Per Blauer and Beldock.
Wow, you got a thing for her, huh?
Yeah, she's so smoking hot.
All right, one more quick one. You ready?
Yeah.
So, this one's called Society Can Do Without. I'm going to give you 2 guys in entertainment, so-called, and you tell me which one we can do without Society. Dr. Phil or John Edward? Crossing over, guy.
Dr. Phil is more dangerous than John Edwards because Dr. Phil puts the word doctor in front of his name. People start to believe that he knows what he's talking about. So John Edwards is an easy sham. Everyone, anybody with a half a brain would know that. Everyone deep down inside, even a retard, knows you can't really talk to the dead.
Dr. Phil can fool you?
Dr. Phil can fool you. And that's why he's dangerous. He's a doctor. Doctor's MD. I don't recognize all these other doctors with their doctorates. I could have gotten a doctorate. That's how I know it's unimportant.
He's a doctor like Dr. J.
Yeah.
All right. Jesse Jackson or Richard Simmons?
Who's more dangerous? Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
Jesse Jackson really can fool people. They start to think he cares about them, and then they follow his every dumb word. And meanwhile, he's busy racking up a fortune for himself.
Well, a lot of people follow Richard, too.
Well, yeah, but
Richard just
where are they following?
Richard doesn't know how to really lose weight, but the fact of the matter is, at least he gets some fat people up and bouncing up and down once in a while. He's not evil. Jesse Jackson's evil.
All right.
Jesse Jackson smeared the blood of Martin Luther King on his shirt to make it look like he was cradling him. I mean, that's evil.
To make him look like he was there. Yeah.
Hymietown is evil.
Yeah.
Getting franchises for his family is evil. He's evil.
Right.
He's not a good man.
What about Al Sharpton or Dr. Laura?
That's a tough one. I'd say Al Sharpton is more evil. Because, again, he gets people to follow him.
Yeah, he's just like Jesse Jackson.
Right.
All right. Divorce lawyers or Tom Chiasano?
Well, everyone knows that divorce lawyers are the most evil people on the planet.
Right.
They love to go in and suck and suck and suck. Even when they know there's a good deal on the table, they'll suck out more.
They take people and turn them against each other.
They pride themselves.
Did you see the picture?
But you could say the same of Tom. He sucks and sucks what's good out of people. But I'm going to go with divorce lawyers.
Did you see the picture of Harrison Ford on the Enquirer?
No.
Like getting bombed after his...
Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, it's so funny.
Because he just dealt with divorce lawyers. Who could blame the guy?
$85 million.
Drink up.
He was smashed.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right, man. You guys have a good one.
Good work.
Artie, I'll see you in Vegas, brother. We're going to party.
All right, Shirley. I'll see you there, man.
All right, brother.
Hey, Shirley.
Yeah, man.
You won $500 courtesy of the Lingerie Bowl this Sunday.
Get out of here.
Not kidding. February 1st during halftime, tune into pay-per-view's Lingerie Bowl featuring 7-on-7 models tackle football game in lingerie. For more information, go to lingeriebowl.com, okay?
You got to tackle Angie, right?
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
What time should I expect Jolene Blaylock in my bed?
Hey, now.
I got to give her a call.
It was just a fantasy.
Oh, I'm taking the money back then. Oh, I thought he was arranging for that.
No.
I thought that was my prize. All right, hold on.
Thanks, man.
All right, there you go. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. And there's a new betting line on the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's just a couple of days away, and here's John Boy to reveal this new betting line to Artie, because Artie loves to gamble.
Something else to bet on, Artie.
All right, John Boy, let us have it. What's the new betting angle?
Okay, it's a hot one. It's a guaranteed payoff. I bet by halftime of the Super Bowl, Gary will not only have the dishes done and the kids' lunch packed, they'll vacuum. and his wife will be sitting there enjoying the game.
All right, so you're saying...
Who wants a piece?
You're saying by halftime, Gary will have all the dishes done.
Yes.
He'll have vacuumed the house.
Yes.
And the kids' lunches will be
He's going to pack their lunch for school Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I bet you by end of first quarter all his chores will be done, so he can get right back into his chair and watch.
And I'm sure his wife will be watching the game, drinking a cold beer, probably.
Well, yeah, because it's not her day to do anything.
No, she needs to relax and watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
She needs a day off.
What if Gary ends up doing all his chores on Saturday?
She'll find something for him to do. Let's say
they're always dishes.
The garage. I don't know.
See, I don't watch enough football to know this, but Bonnie Bernstein is like the hottest chick someone told me.
I don't know her either.
She's very hot.
There's always like one chick who's on the sidelines who's
well, they
hot.
have several of them now.
There's a few of them. There's Bonnie, and there's a black chick, Pam Oliver, who's really good looking.
Who's hotter, Bonnie Bernstein or Pam Oliver?
You know what? I'd say they're neck and neck. I'd say they're both solid 8s.
Another big story that we're covering, and I'm sure Robin will get to later in the news, but real quick, Michael Jackson may have put wine in a boy's Coke can. Now, according to this story in Vanity Fair, Michael Jackson put wine in a Coke can and gave it to the cancer patient kid.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that he spiked the kid's drink.
Now, it turns out that Michael Jackson, according to this article, calls white wine Jesus juice and red wine Jesus blood. Mm-hmm. And a lot of religious people do that when they do something like drink. They go, "Oh, it's in the Bible," or they
try to make it a religious thing.
Yeah.
Not bad, Jesus juice.
He drinks the wine out of soda cans, which is a lot of fun, so that nobody around him will know he's consuming alcohol, and only Jackson's innermost people
know about the wine in the soda can.
Yeah, they know the code name: Jesus blood and Jesus, whatever
Jesus juice.
So. Jackson, would tell the kids, Jesus drank it, so it must be good. Yeah, but Jesus was straight.
And he wasn't feeding it to kids. It was a wedding to a bunch of other adults.
That's right.
Jesus observed the rules.
Yeah, Jesus wouldn't have made a song like Ben, okay?
Wouldn't sing to a rat.
Right. And the Bible, I'm pretty much sure, is against hanging out with little kids. But, I don't think Jesus and Michael Jackson have much in common. They're also saying in the paper that voice of his, hey, everybody, is a total put-on, that he has a deep voice.
Oh, yeah.
And that, I guess there are people who've heard it. He talks like me or, like Fred.
Talks like a guy.
Talks like a man.
Well, even Lisa Marie Presley, when she came in here, she said the Michael Jackson she met who seduced her was not the guy we see on the award shows.
I'm going to seduce you. This just out. Late night, Dennis Miller did a second show, and his monkey sidekick held a press conference and announced he was leaving the show. He's had enough. He says, I don't like it. Here's the quote the monkey gave. He said, go ahead, play it, Fred. Thank you. Which said, sitting next to Dennis Miller on that show, he wanted to tear off Dennis Miller's nutsack. Immediately, Peter Tork of the Monkees applied for the job, but he didn't get it. Dennis Miller issued the following statement about the monkey quitting his show. I'm perplexed and flummoxed by this unabashed attempt to usurp the creative template I proposed for the show, and I'm aghast at the characterization of myself as some kind of syllable-spewing autocratic bereft of perception and perspicuity. And one more thing. And then it went on and on. R. Kelly was ordered by a judge to stay away from Michael Jackson if Michael Jackson shows up at the Grammys. Did you read about that?
No.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
What's that got to do with anything?
Why doesn't he can't go near Michael Jackson?
Yeah, R. Kelly likes young girls and Michael Jackson likes young boys. They have nothing in common.
I think they'd be perfectly safe with each other.
They should go steady. American Idol was on again. I happen to think they're dragging out this part of American Idol.
This is finally they're done with the auditions. Last night was the last night.
Well, Monday night it's on again, and I think they're going to have all the auditions you didn't get to sort of see.
Oh, no.
Good people, and Tuesday they begin the regular show. They really are dragging it out.
Jeez.
But man, are there a lot of fat people in Hawaii or what?
It's the fat state.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
There was a Hawaiian chick who I thought was like a guy.
Well, those Samoans, the people with, Samoan backgrounds they can get very large.
Yeah. Like she made Ruben Studdard look like he was svelte. I mean, unbelievable. Oh, and a pitcher in Cleveland And we should know about this because Cleveland's our town. Cleveland Indians pitcher Kazuhito Tadano.
Oh, I just heard about this guy, yes.
Is asking for forgiveness because of his appearance in a gay porn video that he did in college.
Yeah.
Colin Cowboy.
They won't allow him to play.
Hey, they said to him, I thought you said a pitcher, not a catcher.
That's the best.
But, I mean, why
the name of the movie was
play?
The Ass Samurai.
Oh, was it really?
I think so.
I didn't know the name of the movie.
He said he's not gay.
Yeah, why can't he play?
But when he showed up at camp, he had his own ball boy with him, and that threw everybody. But why are they saying he can't play? I mean, because he's gay?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
No, he can't play for the Yankees.
It's hard when, you got it on video and then you go, I'm not gay.
Yeah, he only one movie, Howard.
Well, what was he... we got to see the film.
Gay Asian porn. Now that I've been on the internet a long time looking at porn. And I've heard of gay porn. I've never heard of gay Asian porn.
Gaysian porn.
Gaysian.
Because usually porn from the Orient is really funny, and usually it's a lot of girls.
Right. Hey, we got to get that porn. We got to play it on the air.
And he was outed by a tabloid. Everything was going swimmingly for the guy. He was expected to be a top-round draft pick, and then they let that story go, and nobody would touch him.
Gary already gave me the report. Angie Everhart looks real good, he said. She hasn't lost a...
I told you, I saw her last night on TV, and real women shouldn't stand there. I won't stand next to her.
She's a good-looking broad. She got that for sure.
She's amazing. She makes everybody else look like a guy.
Yeah, I asked Gary what she was wearing. She said like a little top and pants. I said she always wears pants. Even when we were seeing each other, she always wore pants.
You don't see her legs?
No, she's got great legs. I don't know. She's got a hang-up, I think.
Well, I'm telling you how good. She was in a sweatsuit last night, and she still looked so much better than the other women that it was just frightening.
Yeah. Good-looking broad, that Angie Everhart.
It's nice to be a good-looking person, I suppose. Doors open.
A lot of the guys are saying they're not going to sign up for the lingerie ball. I said, I'm going to watch it on pay-per-view.
Why not?
I don't know. They're angry about it. Who was saying that? DePace?
DePace was saying he's not sure he would do something like that. To tell you the truth, I kind of agree with him.
I'm with Artie and DePace. Like, if I had dated one of the chicks in it, I'd definitely buy it, but...
But what? But chicks are in lingerie. They're playing football. It's a goof.
What? You going to watch the regular halftime show? What's up with that?
Yeah.
I'm going to get loaded.
Puff Daddy.
That's when you eat wings. Yeah, you eat
seriously,
wings.
you don't want to... Well, bring in Angie. Let's have this discussion.
Yeah, let her convince you guys to change your mind.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Yeah, I want to see Angie sit next to DePace.
I hope no old feelings are brought back. There's a law in New York City that says you can't smoke indoors.
Right.
You go to a Broadway show, and in the Broadway show, the character has to smoke cigarettes. It's a chain smoker. Like, for example, Tova Feldshuh's on Broadway now playing Golda Meir. Yeah. And Golda Meir smoked packs of cigarettes a day.
In fact, I went to see Agnes of God, and the woman who's interviewing this nun smokes nonstop, and she's smoking real cigarettes on the stage.
Okay, in the name of art, should a person be allowed to smoke on stage?
I say no. But I mean, if that's the character, that's the character, right?
So you're saying yes.
Not to go.
You're saying the character.
Yeah, you should
be allowed.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you something. You go to
You have the right not to go.
You go to a Rolling Stones concert at Madison Square Garden. Ron Wood and Keith Richards smoke profusely through the concert. You're not allowed to smoke indoors. Should they have the right to smoke because they're the guys playing the guitars?
How do they get away with that if you're not allowed to smoke indoors?
There's a big issue going on. Oh, here's Tom Chisano. He loves the show so much he loves to get involved.
Well, actually, two things. Regarding the smoking, we actually got a notice the other day about a complaint from the New York City Board of Mental Hygiene and something else about supposed smoking going on at the radio station. And how we can't do it, and they'll fine us if they find out we are.
It's an outrage.
So how do they get away with doing it on stage?
How do they know about it?
Maybe because we talked about it on the air.
Or somebody turned us in. Who knows?
Because we have like a little smoking room where people can smoke.
But that's illegal.
Right. Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, so some jerk was listening to the show and then decided to get on our ass?
I guess. The other is, back to your Fed argument.
By the way, I don't care if there's a smoking room here or not. I mean, personally, I prefer there wasn't.
Yeah, and there's not going to be. There isn't.
Now they have to go.
Listen, just yes or no. I'm not looking to drag this out. Yes or no. Do the Rolling Stones have the right to smoke on stage?
The Rolling Stones do not have the right to smoke on stage.
Does Tova Feldshuh have the right to smoke on stage?
Yes.
If you're not supposed to smoke indoors, no.
Okay.
They both have the right to smoke.
Yes.
Why?
Because Artie's a smoker.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a horrible example, but I used to smoke doing stand-up all the time, and I was told explicitly by owners of clubs that I can't do it anymore because they'll be fine.
Right.
And I have an argument with that because, I mean, what if it helps you work? What if you... Like Keith Richards, I think, is so used to smoking while he plays the guitar that he needs to do it to entertain the crowd.
Tom, do the Rolling Stones have the right to smoke on stage? Do you think they should be given a pass because they are the entertainer, they are the artists?
No.
No. Do you think Tova Feldshuh in Golda Meir, because the character, Golda Meir, smoked cigarettes, should she be allowed to portray the character as the play was written?
Yes.
No.
You see a difference. You can't have it both ways.
No, right. You're right.
If I'm right, why are you saying yes or no?
Well, because I didn't get this. I didn't know the second argument was coming.
The answer is no.
Right.
If I can't smoke in the theater, neither can Tova Feldshuh or the Rolling Stones.
You know what? Then Shakespeare lived for nothing.
Oh, shut up.
Why? All right, let's move on to the news.
Can I ask you one question, though?
Of course.
The problem with smoke, right, is if it's tobacco, it's the secondhand smoke and the nicotine and the other chemicals that the audience gets to breathe in. That's what you're trying to prevent. Suppose they're not smoking real cigarettes.
That has already been addressed. There are cigarettes they can smoke. There are herbal cigarettes that are allowed to be smoked on stage. The problem they're having is they smell like pot. People think there's marijuana being smoked. Club cigarettes. And they also are very harsh on an artist's throat, particularly Miss Feldshuh, who has tons of dialogue in this play. So she finds it impossible to smoke.
So the real cancer-causing cigarettes are better than the herbal cigarettes?
On the throat, anyway. Yes. They're smoother.
Well, there's an argument I've never heard before.
The answer to all of this is, if you're going to have one rule, it's got to be for everyone.
Right, if you're not allowed to smoke in a building, you're not allowed to smoke.
If Madison Square Garden is big enough to keep the audience far away enough that the only people smelling the smoke are the artists on stage, should they be allowed to smoke? What is the answer?
No.
No, that's right.
Right.
The Rolling Stones can't smoke on stage.
But are they?
So why did you give me crap last week or the week before?
Talking about law now.
When I said it was law, and you were saying, oh, no, Tom must be by the law.
No,
now
we were talking about something else.
No, you were not.
No.
It was exactly the same
I was talking about the fact that we're over here. Things are going on. Just mellow out. Just relax. You're not the police.
You scolded me in front of a guest.
Talking about...
That was
relax.
And by the way, the Fed's independent of the federal... The Fed is not part of... It's not elected. It's
That's
appointed.
right. That's true.
And they have...
Can you leave? I don't want to hear from you.
No.
Come on. It's enough. You're not. You like the show. You like the content. Everybody wants to participate. Just because you're the general manager doesn't mean you're allowed.
I didn't say I was.
My point about the Fed is, wouldn't it be better to get your guy elected by having the stock market be great all the time?
Never going to happen.
Yeah, you can't. It can never be great all the time.
I'm saying to you, you can look the other way. You don't always have to be on top of everything.
Look the other way or leave.
See, it was mentioned on the air because you made a big deal of it.
Yeah, I mean...
I didn't make a big deal
out of it.
No, I did not. I never said a word on the
You're busy being the...
you did.
If the guy from the whatever mental health place came down, he'd go... Tom, did you know about this? No, I didn't know, but okay, we'll take care of it. That's how you don't always have to be on top of everything. On top of silly stuff. Be on top of stuff that matters, like the engineering department. Make sure everything runs smoothly. That you need to be on top of. Go ahead. Now I'm giving you your assignment.
Yeah, okay.
Robin, what's in the news? Thank God for me. Teach Tom how to be a general manager.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How do I walk again?
Tom's a good guy.
Left foot, right foot.
There you go.
Left foot, right foot.
Go lecture the interns on sexual harassment.
Now, you are not to wear anything inappropriate.
Robin, what's in the news?
Now, we went through the whole relationship with Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, and now I guess we're going to have to nurse her through the breakup.
There's a lot we have to do.
She has finally spoken out. She talked to Victoria Gotti.
Oh, good.
And she says... She put an enormous amount of effort into her relationship with Ben and was working on the wedding right up until the night of the fatal dinner that ended the whole thing.
She put a whole year into that.
Yeah.
She says that his gambling was a problem and his reluctance to commit were also problems, but the final straw came when she was trying to give him an ultimatum or setting a date, and he would not. That's when she knew it was over.
Victoria said, listen, if you had my father, he'd put a hit out on that bastard.
Well, I think that's why, Jennifer was not going to talk to the rest of the press. But look who she's talking to, Victoria Gotti.
Well, she's a hot chick, Victoria Gotti.
Yeah?
I'm just afraid to mess with her because I don't know who's doing what. I mean, I don't want to offend anyone.
I understand you messed with my daughter.
Yeah, exactly. Have a bunch of lead shoes at the bottom of the ocean.
And Jennifer she wants you to know she's completely heartbroken.
Yeah.
This wasn't an easy thing for her to break up with Ben Affleck.
She's Jenny from the block.
Ben, I understand you won't commit.
So there. I didn't know how she was getting along. She's completely heartbroken.
You have broken my daughter's heart. Yes. And for this, I cannot forgive you. I understand you shaved Christian Slater's back with a stripper.
So anyway, I'm sorry to hear that she's completely heartbroken.
A man such as yourself could have any woman. And yet you go over to J-Lo and you break her heart, America, sweetheart. This is not a girl whose heart you should have broken. You know that she is friends with our family. And because of that, I cannot allow you to live. I have wronged the entire family. The entire family saw a paycheck, and we've decided to kill you.
And Ben Affleck,
Shut up. Shut up. After the Jiggly.
You know what J-Lo should do? I was thinking about this. She should bang Matt Damon.
Oh.
Nice move, see?
Do you think she wants to get back at Ben that badly?
See, that's... Yeah.
Chicks love to get back at you.
That's thinking like a guy right there.
You know, it was interesting. I told you Matt Damon went out and got himself a girlfriend of the Latino persuasion. I wonder if he'll dump her now that Ben has broken up with Jen.
Describe to me where you kissed J-Lo. Every part. I understand my daughter has an enormous ass. What did you do to that ass?
Oh, my goodness. Heather Mills, Paul McCartney's wife, is not doing well. She went in for pelvic surgery.
Feel bad for her.
After the October birth of her and Paul's daughter, Beatrice, the former model had plates inserted in her pelvis when she lost part of her leg in 1993 because of that motorcycle accident. Her spokeswoman says the weight of the baby had caused the plates to come apart.
Drag.
And she was feeling very uncomfortable.
Godfather?
Yes.
I kissed J-Lo where it smells.
This is an insomnia.
McCartney's probably all proud of himself. I'm an old bloke, but I banged her so hard that she had to have her pelvis operated on.
Yeah, good for Paul.
Her pelvis separated.
Came apart.
I banged the pelvis pins out of her, mate.
He's still a Beatle, my friend.
That's right.
That's a Beatle you're dealing with.
I understand you banged the Beatle.
I met Magneto from X-Men. He pulled the pelvic pins right out of my pelvis.
That's similar.
Very painful.
And Tony Randall is in the hospital. How old are his kids?
Oh, he's got little kids. He's like an 80-year-old guy. So
He's
did the move.
83, and I think, what could the kids be? They still in elementary school or something?
The kids are like 2.
I can't believe Felix is 83. That's
He's
amazing.
now recovering in a hospital. He's been there since mid-December after being diagnosed with severe bronchitis. He's now eating and putting back on some weight.
Sure, he's got a lot of energy for those young kids.
That's what he's up to. He's up to eating at this point.
That's good.
I'm sure the kids are enjoying hanging out with Dad. Yeah.
Go ahead,
can
Rob.
Eat.
Can eat. Hey, Dad can eat. So can we.
Who can't
Dad's
eat?
on our level.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. Fox is just quelling because American Idol is just raking in the
That's
audience.
Right. Big audience.
Tuesday night, outdrawing the combined viewership of all the big 3 networks.
Yes.
Wow.
Did you see that article in the paper today about what else is on when the Super Bowl is on?
What else is on?
It's a lot of gay shows.
Yeah.
You know, because they're like, well, what else can we put on?
Right. How do you counter program against the Super Bowl?
Like Queer as Folk is on NBC offering a 3-hour marathon.
Of Queer as Folk?
No, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Yeah, whatever that is. And like TLC has Trading Spaces. FX is running MASH reruns. ABC is going to run Notting Hill, chick movie.
Notting Hill. Ooh.
MTV's running a marathon of Cribs.
Oh, God.
I mean, what's the point? You might as well just go dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah, run the Super Bowl, too. That's the only way you can beat it.
TNT will run episodes of Charmed.
Now, that's something I might go over to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're a big Charmed guy, I can tell.
Yeah, I can see you leaving the Super Bowl for that. Well, I think they've just written you off.
Yeah.
Right.
But are there guys who don't watch the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah. A lot of guys.
Yeah, Carson Kressley.
Lots of dudes. A lot of dudes don't care. I'm watching.
Well, then what do they watch? Do they want to watch chick flicks?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like, you know, I'm reading you what they got. A lot of reruns. A lot of gay stuff.
I guess they have to go rent videos. Michael Jackson is a wine-guzzling pill popper who has been in and out of rehab.
You mean Artie is?
No. Michael Jackson.
Is there a typo there, Rem?
I'm not making these claims. These are the claims of a new report. He drinks what he calls Jesus juice out of soda cans, was addicted to morphine and Demerol, and was in detox as recently as 1999, according to a former business advisor.
Well,
this business advisor spoke to Vanity Fair. In 1993, everybody knew that Michael Jackson had a problem and had to go into rehab, but he was in as late as 1999. Lee says Jackson, who is accused of plying a 13-year-old boy with wine and then molesting him, has had other disturbing incidents. In 1998, on a trip to Japan, Jackson gave the teen son of a business partner 3 soda cans full of wine, which he called Jesus juice. Later that evening, the boy came back sick. Security informed me that he appeared drunk and his father was very upset.
All right.
And then during a 1999 flight to Frankfurt, the advisor says that he was astonished when he saw Jackson lying on the floor by the time they landed. Soon after, he had to hire an anesthesiologist to detox Michael Jackson.
They also say that that high-pitched voice he speaks in is like you know how a tranny tries to talk like a chick?
Yeah.
That he really has like a real deep voice.
Right.
But he just doesn't do it for anyone. Hey, by the way, here's a question for you.
What?
What long-running television show is celebrating its 2000th episode?
Long-running television show, 2000th episode. Answer me this.
Yeah.
Is it a weekly show or a daily
daily show?
That would be the Howard Stern show.
That's right, Howard Stern show.
Is that true?
Yeah, honey. On Monday, we go to our 2000th show.
How come we've never had a party? They give parties for 200 shows,
I know.
100 shows.
You think he would do that?
500 shows.
I don't know. They're not having a party. I would have had a party, and they should have videotaped it.
Yeah.
Would have been great. Because Doug comes in and goes, hey, it's your 2000th show on Monday. You want to do something?
Oh, my God.
I went, well, why don't you guys do something?
On Monday. He tells you today.
Tells me today.
How about, some
hey, how about if we call,
months of planning?
How about if we call Lonnie and have a couple of hot chicks come in? I go, that sounds like fun.
But is that special?
Why don't you bring in 2,000 breasts? Something big. You know, something great.
Did you do anything for the 1000th show? I mean, that's a
Nothing.
pretty good...
We've never
Nothing.
done anything for
never
any
been.
number.
I never get honored. Eric, you're on the air.
Howard.
Hey.
Listen, I had that colonoscopy. If you have a chance to go to first...
I can't hear you.
He's breaking up.
How about you there?
Yes.
If you go for the colonoscopy, get sedated.
I am.
Oh, my goodness. I had it done about 5 years ago. I cringed when you were talking about it.
You mean you weren't sedated?
Nope. I don't know why.
Should get that virtual one. Why am I?
I tried to tell... I think you trust your doctor.
I do trust him.
The doctor says he wants to do the other kind.
Howard, they send 6 feet of tube inside me. With
6 feet of tube.
It's hot.
Why am I going through that? I'm perfectly healthy. Why would I go have a 6-foot tube stuck in my butt?
And you know what they found out was wrong with me? I was lactose intolerant.
Had nothing to do with whatever they were looking at.
Nothing. My mother ran a big hospital, and they decided to give me the ring and make sure I didn't have nothing.
Oh, thank you. Now I'm even more nervous.
Dude, you got to do it, man.
I know, but why not do the virtual one? I wouldn't have to be invaded.
You remember
It says in this report from a noted surgeon that the virtual is just as good.
Last week I gave you an article that said it. You remember?
Right.
And you were like, well, no, because my doctor said...
My doctor told me no. He said, and he says, while I'm in there, if I find a polyp, I can get rid of the whole thing, and that's it.
That's the best argument for it right there.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's not, though. So if I find the polyp, I'll go and get it
done later.
Yeah, well, what's the big deal?
You don't have to schedule another
Why
appointment.
do I need to have something put in me?
If you don't need something put in you.
I mean, and then if I have a polyp, I'll go deal with it.
Still got to go through the drinking the crap again. You got to do that twice.
You got to do, yeah, so what?
That ain't a picnic, man.
I'll just probably do it.
I know, you're just going to go do it.
I am. Stupid.
Because you want to come back and tell us about it.
Yeah, I want you to hear all about it.
Actually, I'd love to hear about it.
Go ahead, Rob.
Believe me, we know we'll hear about it. Oh, Michael Jackson also kept the underwear of a 13-year-old cancer patient.
Oh. Like what I try to do with Pam Anderson.
Yeah.
You see, that's normal. Trying to keep some chick's underwear. You don't try to keep a boy's underwear.
Some of the stories about Michael Jackson are like, why aren't we shackling him in a dungeon?
I like that. I'm trying to prove I'm normal by comparing myself to Michael Jackson.
Well, that works.
Yeah. All right, well, let's take a break. We'll regroup and do the rest of the news.
Also in the news, I just back to Michael Jackson for a second. R. Kelly had gone into court to ask permission to travel to the Grammys because
Right.
he's nominated for some awards. And the judge said, okay, you can go, but you can't go anywhere near Michael Jackson. R. Kelly never had any plans to see Michael Jackson, but the judge just threw that in.
Well, one likes young women and one likes, allegedly likes young men. Why would he want Michael Jackson? First of all, Michael Jackson's not even showing up at the Grammy.
Right. The judge just came up with this off the top of his head. R. Kelly's not scheduled to see Michael Jackson. There was nothing about Michael Jackson mentioned. The judge just said, just stay away from Michael Jackson.
The judge is a little, caught up in the case.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Here in New York, we have a problem that when you walk on the street, Con Ed could potentially electrocute you because a lot of the wires underneath the ground here are for some reason frayed and exposed. And when they come in contact with those metal grates that you see on the ground,
The manhole cover.
they can electrocute you. Yeah, manhole covers, grating, all that stuff can electrocute you. And
Even the grate?
I always thought
I think
that.
it's the manhole cover.
Oh, okay. Well, the New York Post yesterday discovered yet another manhole cover that was about 117 volts or something.
Wow.
And because of that, you would die if somehow... I mean, we have to walk around the streets wondering if our shoes are going to protect us from electricity.
And,
running through us.
half the time in the snow, you can't see the manhole cover.
That's right. So, the New York Post in their editorial today said, okay, time for Governor Pataki and Mayor Bloomberg to get to work on this. Con Ed cannot go around electrocuting our citizenry.
Right.
And the thing is that what's really weird is it really is hard to live in New York sometimes. I mean, it's just... But now I find when I'm walking my dog, I'm out looking for manhole covers and hoping I don't get electrocuted.
Right, or the dog doesn't go over there to do his business and get you all in trouble.
Seriously, when you think about it, how scary is that? You're just walking down the street.
Well, we need to be able to live so the terrorists can get us.
Right. We don't want to ruin that.
It's funny because, like the Con Ed then came out and said it was the workers who did the wrong thing, and the workers are now screaming. Con Ed knew this a couple of years ago when they electrocuted a horse.
Yeah, a whole one of those carriage horses went down.
Yeah.
You imagine what that must have looked like. So anyway, I applaud the New York Post and their reporter for going out and finding the cover.
Finally covering some news, the New York Post.
Yeah, good for them, man. Yesterday, I went to after we did the show, I went over to the memorial service for Jerry Nachman, who is a guy that, I knew. You knew too, Robin.
I didn't know he was having a memorial service.
I read in the paper. There was a memorial service, and I figured, well, I'll go, because he was a good guy, and there's probably going to be a few people there, and I just want to remember him, you know what I mean? I go over to the memorial service on Riverside Memorial on 76th Street. Place was packed, standing room only.
Wow.
You couldn't get in. They were turning people away.
You're kidding.
Swear to God. Jerry Nachman must have had, I don't know how many people they could fit into Riverside Memorial, but...
Yeah, I don't know the capacity, but it's pretty big, right?
It was really big, and walked in, and I tried to, get a seat, and I saw Joel Siegel from WABC TV. I said to him, hey, how you doing? He started saying he knew Jerry 30 years ago. I said, I knew Jerry 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. And we both couldn't get a seat, so there was this woman who said, "Come on, I'll take you guys upstairs because I guess we're special, because I'm on the radio." Which is funny. Because you know why? Because all these other important dudes were there, and I think they got pissed, the guy who runs the Daily News, who owns the Daily News, and all these guys. So they gave us a seat, not even a seat in the back. You could stand in the back, and I couldn't see a thing. So I guess the guy who runs Riverside Memorial took me upstairs to some balcony where there were some videotape cameras and stuff. So I sat up there. It was a little hard to hear, but at least I got to see it. And I tell you what, it was great. I mean,
a great memorial service?
A great memorial service. People got up and spoke about Jerry. It was so beautiful. I mean, they're such eloquent people. First of all, Police Commissioner Ray Kelly was so funny, but touching.
Really?
I said, no wonder this guy's the police commissioner. How do you become the city's top cop? You got to have something going on. This guy got up and gave a speech. Would somebody book him at my funeral, please? I don't really know the man personally, but
he surely could think of something to say.
The guy is so friggin' eloquent. And then I didn't realize who it was. I think it might have been Pete Hamill. I'm not sure. Pete Hamill, somebody. I couldn't hear the name of who was speaking. It was so good. One guy after another. And then the superstar of the event was ad man Jerry Della Femina.
Oh, well, he's always been a character.
Oh, my God. This guy's like a stand-up comic. He gets up there, makes a speech about Jerry. I don't care if you knew Jerry Nachman or not. You would have loved him. He said things that were so funny. He was talking about how, when he first met Jerry, he was brilliant and articulate, could speak on any subject, and he was like the smartest guy I ever met. And the reason I know that is because Jerry told me that. And he said everybody loved Jerry. Everyone.
That's true.
He said people love to be around Jerry. He said, I love Jerry. The world loved Jerry. Anyone who knew him. And he said, and really the person who loved Jerry the most was Jerry. And then he went on to tell all these wild stories about how whenever he was interviewed by Jerry, Jerry would ask a question, then Jerry would answer the question, and then Jerry would tell him how he should feel about a subject.
That's right.
And then he wouldn't even allow him to have a word.
Jerry would do everything in the interview.
Then, who else spoke? I mean, I'm leaving out Peter Calico, the former owner of the Post.
Sure.
He was brilliant. Bob Wright, who I wasn't even sure it was him, but Bob Wright, I guess, used to run NBC.
Yeah. He
spoke about Jerry and how Jerry used to... He hired Jerry to run a television station for him, and Jerry would leave a month later. He'd go, and yet he kept hiring him because he couldn't believe it. And how Jerry didn't know how to dress because now he made him a general manager, and then they'd go out on sales calls, and Jerry, Jerry didn't dress properly, wore some fakakta cowboy jacket or something.
Oh, my God, I can't even imagine that.
And then, one after another, guys got up and spoke, and Peter Calico said, you know what, I sat down to interview Jerry about running the New York Post, and Jerry sat down and he said to me, I'm a hermaphrodite. And Peter Calico went, whoa, what? This was more than he wanted to know. What do you mean your hermaphrodite is half man, half woman?
Yeah, you don't sit down and tell a guy who's trying to hire you that.
This is how brilliant Jerry said, I'm half journalist, half businessman. I'm a hermaphrodite, so you can trust me with your paper because I'm also a businessman. And that's a great way to pitch a job. I said, boy, that's brilliant. So one guy after another gets up and makes a speech about Jerry Nachman.
How long did this go on?
I don't even know how long I was sitting there. I must 11:30 I got there. It was starting. It started already, so I would say it went on. I left at 1. It was wrapping up. And there was a father there, a priest, who was Jerry's good friend. And Jerry didn't believe in God, they kept telling, but he had a rabbi and a priest, and he was always he always liked to hear the argument about religion. And the weird thing about the father is he looks exactly like Jerry.
You're kidding.
And Jerry Della Femina said, how is it Jerry Nachman's the only guy who would have a memorial service presided over by his double? And it was so funny and so good.
How nice. There wasn't a lot of that carrying on that you usually hear. It's just people remembering him fondly and in a funny way, because Jerry was a funny guy.
Funny guy, and, he was one of these guys that really was part of the fabric of New York. I mean, he really was. 57 years old, dropped dead. And I didn't know this. He died alone in his apartment. He didn't have anybody around, which, he's a guy who's so loved by so many people, but yet...
Yet he was alone on that day.
Well, he was ill, and I guess what happened was he went back to... I guess he was in remission. Not remission, but I guess he was able to go... He wanted to go back to work, and I guess he was covering something about the Michael Jackson story, and he was outside, and evidently, in his weakened condition, caught pneumonia.
Oh, dear.
And died in his apartment.
Now, I remember you talking about him being sick months ago.
Was he still married?
No, but I think his ex-wife was there, Nancy. Remember the tall, thin woman? And I looked down to try to see who was there. It looked like Chuck Scarborough was there. I think I was looking at the back of people's heads.
Right, and trying to identify them.
Yeah. I think I saw... I'll tell you who else who made a speech. This guy on CNBC. I can't think of his name.
What does he look like?
Lester Holt.
Okay.
Ever see him?
The black guy?
Black guy. Is he a black guy?
Yeah.
He looked a little dark-skinned.
I think Lester Holt is a black guy.
I was sitting
if it's Lester Holt.
If I tell you I was sitting up in no man's land.
Then you know.
Yeah, I would know if he was black.
You were in the cheap seats.
But he's another guy. What a bright guy. What a funny guy. I mean, what a speech. You had to hear these speeches.
Wow. I'm sorry I missed it. It sounds like a fabulous show.
It was very touching. And everybody had a story of how they were, a lot of like Lester Holt owed his whole career to Jerry. But, I remember I was a disc jockey in Washington, D.C. in 1981, way back, 1981.
Back in the dark ages.
Back in the dark ages when you had to spin your own records, okay? This is what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't know about it.
You hear, kids? Spin your own records.
You had to play your own records.
There were records, kids.
There were records.
Yeah, they don't even know about records.
You had to go over to your Abrams cards, pull out the right song, cue up the record.
You'd have an album. You had to find the song on the album and you then put a needle down on it.
You kids don't know how good you have it today.
Think we had microphones? We had to yell.
Yeah, I had to yell out a window.
Yeah. You kids.
You don't know how rough we had it. So, that's my show from D.C.
Hello.
And by the way, we have a big show today, and I'll tell you all about it. I mean, really big, and I got to move along quick today. This is going to require all of my professionalism, which is about nothing. Because I have none.
Hey, now.
I can't tell you how many people emailed me and said, why don't you let Ronnie do the live commercials? He reads them as good as you do.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, some low blows.
That's not right.
Low blow in the email.
My point is, I don't read them well. I rush through them, and why do we need another guy reading them poorly? Don't! All right. I got to read them. Don't! Where was I? So, I was a disc jockey in 1981, working with Robin, of course. And, I'm sitting there working for the world's worst general manager. In the world's worst station that hated my guts. They hated me. I was number one, and they hated me. I couldn't believe it. They hated me.
You're the only number one disc jockey who had to sneak around the building trying to avoid people.
You would have thought that and by the way, when I got to the station, they had like a 1 rating.
They were hardly noticed.
And normally when you shoot to number one, they carry you around on their shoulders, treating you like a king. Like you would have thought the general manager, hey, I'm paying this guy $40,000 a year. You know what? I'm going to send him over a car. Right. Something to say, oh, my God, what you have done for me is... This guy hated my guts.
A car.
I don't know what I did. I must look like a victim. Do I look like a victim to you? I swear to you, this guy hated my guts. Goff LeBar. He'd drag me in his office every day. You get all the credit for the success of the station. I have done things to make this station a success. Why don't they write my name in the newspaper? I was like dumbfounded. You got to be kidding me. What do you want from me? Call the newspaper. I think he wanted me to get on the air and go, this has nothing to do with me. It's all Goff.
Thanks to Goff LeBar.
Yeah, Goff LeBar, the great man. Well, anyway, not only did he hate me, I had the feeling the owners hated me. I mean, there wasn't a person there who liked me except for Robin, and I'm not even sure Fred liked me, okay? I'll be honest with you.
There was a question there.
I caught a lot of cold looks from this guy.
I give the same look to everybody.
Oh, all right. Well, okay. But one day, get a call from
the general manager of the NBC radio station, all news, no less. Jerry Nachman. I tell you, I was giddy like a schoolgirl. I mean, to be contacted by anybody who worked for NBC, I mean, that's like a big time. You know, I was working for some junk radio station. And he said, "You're doing a great job. I'm a guy from an all-news station, and I listen to you and Robin for the news. The hell is wrong with that?" He goes, "You're doing a good job. Let me take you to lunch." Nobody ever took me to lunch. My own radio station never took me to lunch.
Never bought you a meal.
Where did I eat lunch every day? With Robin, Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers we used to sneak out to.
As my thighs got bigger and thicker.
I used to love listening to your lunches at Roy Rogers when you were on NBC.
Oh, my God. You have no idea. That was the tip of the iceberg, what we were eating.
You guys had a buffet every day.
Oh, even I'm sick thinking about it.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I think we should have dropped dead at any moment. We should have dropped dead.
There were times I would eat cheesecake. If there wasn't a fork, I'd grab it with my fingers and scoop out the cheesecake and jam it in my mouth. It was so
You've never
bad.
seen a cheesecake like that. You'd open the box and there'd be finger marks in it.
So Jerry Nachman takes me to a Vietnamese restaurant. I've never been to a Vietnamese restaurant, except when I was in Vietnam, of course.
Right.
But, you know.
Protecting our country.
Protecting our country. But
You hadn't eaten Vietnamese since.
Yeah,
Vietnam.
so I'm sitting there across, and in walks Jerry Nachman, who was this big, fat man.
And what did you expect? You didn't expect that.
I didn't know what to expect, but no one...
Usually you'd think some big, tall guy who's going to be in a suit.
Well, I figured at NBC they don't hire sloppy people. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're thinking you're going to meet some, cutting figure.
Well, NBC became a warm place to me because this warm, wonderful guy walks in and starts feeding me spring rolls. Well, he ate most of the spring rolls, but I mean, we were both pretty hefty. I mean, but he could out-eat me.
You weren't anywhere near any league.
I wasn't in Jerry's league yet. And he was so kind to me and nice and really made a good argument for me to go to NBC, the local station in Washington. And I said, no, that's not in my game plan. I don't want to be on AM radio. But, I said, boy, I'd love to go to New York. And he goes, well, that ain't going to happen. They got Imus. I said, yeah. I said, I know, but like afternoons or nights, something. That's not going to happen. They're not looking for that. I said, you sure? He goes, no. So I was disappointed, but yet really complimented that the guy, first of all, who in radio ever tells you you're doing a good job,
And when do you ever hear from somebody from another format?
And he was just so nice. He was such a nice guy. And he'd call me from time to time, and he called up and he said, come over to my office. I got to talk to you. I said, Jerry, I'm not going to work at your radio station. He goes, just come on over. I got to talk to you. I'm sitting there talking to him. All of a sudden, he orchestrates this thing where two guys come walking through the door. One guy looked like the captain of the Love Boat, and another guy, and he goes, meet your new bosses. I go, who are these guys? He goes, they're from NBC in New York. They want you to do afternoons. I went, what? He goes, yeah, I've been working on this. I heard what you said. I said, whoa. I said, well, what kind of money do I get? Don't worry, they'll work it out. They can pay you plenty of money. I said, really? Wow. They didn't even ask me if I want. They knew. They had me hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, right. What were you going to say? No.
Yeah, what am I going to say? No.
You're over there in Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Somebody's offering you a way out.
I'm being anally electrocuted every day. So Jerry really kind of, in his bold, boisterous way, it's sort of not the way to ask them if they want to go to work for you, but yet he orchestrated something that...
Theatrical.
It was theatrical, and what it really showed me was he really kind of was enamored with me, enjoyed me.
Not only that, he meant what he was saying. A lot of times people come and have dinner with you and blow smoke up your ass.
Right.
But he really meant what he was saying.
Yes. How did you know he blew some smoke up my ass? Where were you in that?
It was in all the trade papers.
Right. So anyway, good guy. I remember him well. And I remember when we got to NBC, I turned to him to help for a couple of times because, we had so many problems.
Things were dicey over there.
Things were bad, but, and of course he said to me, I can't really do anything. He laughed.
You're on your own.
Yeah, everybody was pretty freaked out. But, he was a good guy, and I used to call all the time. Call my agent. He used to call me. He always had some plan. You got to do this. You got to do that. And we'd have to tell him no. It wasn't in my game plan. But he was a great guy. And a guy in love with New York and love with broadcasting. So,
In love with all kinds of media. I mean, he worked newspaper. Yeah. He worked everything.
And then all of a sudden he'd quit a job and run off to Santa Fe, New Mexico and just live there.
Well, that was the thing. Every time you'd say, oh, Jerry's back, Jerry's got a job, it was a 6-month job.
Yeah, he had no problem getting jobs. Everybody wanted him at their station or at their newspaper.
And every time it was a bigger job.
Yeah. So anyway, I went to his memorial service because, I wanted to remember the guy.
If people could be that loose and funny at your memorial, it probably means you were a good guy. Because the last thing you want is it to be stiff and just people going through the motions and stuff.
Oh, yeah. They said nobody would have loved that memorial more than Jerry.
Yeah, it means they're passionate
really
about
enjoyed
it.
that.
Yeah. And his brother got up, made a speech. He was very articulate. It was really beautiful. I think I saw Petty Crone sitting there in the audience. When I went to that restaurant with him for the Vietnamese food, he did all the talking.
Right. Jerry could handle all parts of the conversation. You didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, it was just necessary to sit there. Bob Wright, who used to run NBC, right?
Yeah.
Who died, Fred?
Ed Shockey. Remember, he used to be on WYSP, friend of Billy Joel.
Oh, what happened? When did he die?
Apparently, he died on Monday. He was up in New York, I guess, for something, and he just dropped dead.
How old a guy?
55 years old.
Wait a minute now. I mean, you say he was, was he at a meeting? Was he doing?
Don't know. It's a very short article.
Remember Ed Shockey? Friend of Billy Joel?
The name,
Used to call in, and his big claim to fame, he was a disc jockey.
Friend of Billy Joel.
He goes, I'm friend of Billy Joel. I go, well, so.
What can we do with that?
Yeah.
Was that it? That was
his Billy Joel.
That's what he did?
He was a DJ, the afternoon guy. Nice guy.
Oh.
No, gee, I didn't know that.
Is he one of those guys who used to show up in a suit all the time?
I don't know. Did I meet Ed Shockey?
Yeah, you met him a couple times. His claim to fame was that he's considered the first guy in this country to play Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, right.
And he got mad at you because you one time said, if Christy Brinkley, if somebody threw acid on her face, would Billy Joel still be in love with her? And he was good friends with them, and he got very upset with you.
He was all involved.
And then you guys made up and they loved you.
Hey, what happened to your hand?
I jammed my finger last night. I fell on the stairs. I'm having a rough week.
Didn't you fall? Didn't you fall in the city too?
I fell in the snow.
Wow. Yeah. What's going on with you?
I don't know. It was snowing, and I stepped on like the sewer grating, but it was covered with snow.
Ask Mary if you can have a day off at home and not so many chores tonight. Yeah, I think you need a little rest.
With his hand like that, will he still have to do the dishes?
Yeah, do you have to vacuum if your hand's bad?
Yeah, I'm just going to tape my hand to the vacuum.
Oh, okay. Nice sweater. What do you got on, bowling shoes? Got the bowling shoes and the sweater. All right, you look good.
Thanks.
There you go. Like a college boy. All right, I got to take a break. We got a huge show, by the way. In honor of Super Bowl, the Stupid Bowl, throughout the morning. When does that start?
As soon as you're ready.
Oh, wow. This is a big competition between two women. They're competing in 4 events. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Are there any favorites? We have no idea.
You'll meet the women. We could bet.
I got to tell you, when I walked in this morning, there was a smoking hot chick downstairs. I hope she's one of them.
Is she one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Artie already knows how his money's going to be.
Yeah. It was me, her, and Steve Freed.
Handed out.
Dennis Rodman stopping by to talk about the fact that he's... What is he doing?
He's in the ABA.
The ABA? I thought that was defunct.
No, this is like it's back again, but it's like not what it used to be. They don't compete with the NBA. It's almost like the farm team for the NBA.
Right.
Oh, okay. Like the minor league.
Beautiful, sexy Nikki Ziering.
Oh, the other quarterback in the lingerie bowl.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I'm going to see if I can get you to put a bet on this lingerie bowl, because that's how I'm going to have fun watching it.
Once I talk to Nikki, I'll put my bet down.
Yeah, you just wanted to see the two quarterbacks and see what's going on, right?
Angie looks like a good athlete. I don't think Nikki can throw like her.
Yeah, we'll see. We got to talk to Nikki. And the gossip game and other things, too. So it's a very busy show. And I will now throw it over to the commercial break, and then we will be back. Super Bowl this weekend. Speaking of Super Bowl, I was just reading that Spike Lee is going to be directing one of the Super Bowl commercials.
Right.
Which is really the perfect thing for Spike Lee to direct, because it's only like a minute long, this commercial, and that's about how long I can watch a Spike Lee movie. Usually about a minute, I shut it off and walk out of the room, so a minute's perfect. His movies should be 90 seconds long. I was thinking about this. I would go see them.
I think that his commercials have been most successful.
Yeah.
For that reason alone. You don't have to stick with it.
The Michael Jackson story is getting more and more bizarre.
I know.
It's said that he checked into rehab clinics in London and South Korea.
South Korea?
Because he was
there to rehab.
Yeah, I mean, why would you go to South Korea to rehab? But this explains it. They say he was mixing drugs and alcohol together, and he was taking morphine and Demerol, which is, pretty heavy stuff. But this is why the guy ended up in South Korea in rehab, I think. He's getting advice from Elizabeth Taylor. Now, who the hell would get advice from Elizabeth Taylor on rehab?
She would know.
About pills.
She's an expert on rehabs? Seriously, I don't even know what's crazier, like bleaching your skin or getting rehab advice from Elizabeth Taylor.
Well, realizing that he's on heroin or morphine and Demerol, now I see why he looks that way. You know, it's like the funhouse mirror when you look at a mirror of at your reflection in a mirror.
And the story gets even more bizarre because a doctor told one of Michael Jackson's advisors, and evidently has a lot of these. I never saw a guy get so much advice.
Advisors, yeah.
Getting all his advice, but he can't run his life.
Look at how he's turned out.
The doctor told one of his advisors to come in and get him before he jumped out a window because Michael Jackson thinks he can fly.
Right. He said he's either going to die of something or he's going to jump out the window because he thinks he can fly.
Yeah, and I guess he was, hanging his kid off the balcony because he thought the kid maybe could fly.
Well, he could fly down and catch him if he tried.
Yeah.
He's Peter Pan.
But now I understand the R. Kelly connection to Michael Jackson.
What's that?
I think I can fly.
Oh, I believe I can fly.
All right. But if Michael Jackson was smart, which he's not, he would have come...
You're now an advisor.
Yeah, now I'll advise. Here's some advice for you, pal. You should have come clean about your drug and alcohol use a long time ago because you wouldn't be getting sued. Because people always cut drug addicts slack.
Yeah. Oh, you were on drugs when you did that.
What are you talking about? There was a boy in my bed. I was high.
You use that for an excuse. I didn't realize I was bleaching my skin white.
Yeah, everything.
I didn't realize I dressed as Captain Kangaroo.
I didn't know my music was so bad.
Yeah, who would dress like Captain Kangaroo unless you were really wrecked?
Right. I mean, Demerol will do that to you.
Yeah, he thinks everything he does is normal because he's seeing it through Demerol eyes.
Yeah. You've got Demerol eyes. You know that song. So that story gets sort of weirder and weirder.
The other thing is that Debbie Rowe, they now say, was blackmailing him and wanted a payout of $8 million to keep it quiet that she wasn't the mother of his children either. She was just a surrogate mother.
Wow, she seems so stable. That's odd.
Yeah.
Because she threatened to let out all of his secrets if he didn't pay her $8 million.
Wow.
He really knows how to pick them.
A lot of people hate spam in their computers. You get all this spam. Every morning now I get spam because I started ordering stuff over the internet. Once you do that, they get you. So
I get a mailbox full of it.
Me too. But I got to tell you something. I feel very, very it's heartwarming that so many people care about my penis.
Isn't it?
I wake up every morning to at least 15 emails encouraging me that my penis can still grow. And that I could... Today I got one, gain 3 inches on your penis.
Right.
Really? And I was like, you know what? These people care about me.
They feel my pain.
My own parents never said to me you could gain 3 inches on your penis.
They never looked into that for you.
So I get more penis enlargement. They must know it's me.
No, I get them too, and I don't even have one.
Don't they know you're a woman?
But what is the site that clues them in that you should?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Where am I searching that I get this as my spam?
I think it's that let's say you go on, I don't know if it's Barnes & Noble. Like I buy stuff from Barnes & Noble.
Right.
I think they sell these lists, and then the spammers get you.
Yeah, I don't know what I bought, but I'll bring them in for you. I'm good for at least 7 Viagra things a day.
Viagra.
I get the Viagra. I get the large penis.
And free cable. You can put a special filter so it can steal cable. I get like 20 of those a day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to that site because I haven't gotten those. But they always make me laugh because, you hit the button to open the mail and large penis is in big letters.
You know what kills me? Like the FCC wants to, control what children see and everything.
Uh-huh.
And all I can tell you is my 11-year-old daughter gets about 50 spam a day about large penis and vagina.
And you can't avoid it. It's like, it's not hidden. It's right there in big letters.
Yeah.
So whether you read it or not, you're going to see large penis.
I mean, and they're worried about me. Little kids aren't sitting and listening to my radio show in the morning. They can't. There's no opportunity.
Robin, do you get ads for products that'll make your vagina larger?
No.
Who wants a large vagina? If anything, you want a smaller one.
But they don't even talk about the vagina.
Have you noticed how evil like the emails are now because they know your name? Like I get a lot that know my name. Like Gary, this is what you've been waiting for.
Yeah, and you get confused because some of them look like they're personal.
Right. And also they'll have names that look like the names of your friends.
That's right.
They do.
You know what?
Look like friends' mail.
I just figured it out because the last one I got had Vinny's name in it.
Yeah.
Gary, this is from Vinny.
Yeah, and you don't know. Well, whatever.
They're smart, those spammers.
Bastards.
But I have gotten off of the ones that used to send me the wild porn. Because I used to open those up, and then you can't get out of them. Those used to drive me crazy because you don't want to be in them in the first place.
Oprah Winfrey had a 50th birthday party on the air, and evidently it was the biggest ass-kiss fest that ever existed.
You know what? I forgot to watch it. I said something about it on the air, and then I went home and didn't celebrate with Oprah.
I don't understand what they're doing with the new Survivor. The Survivor is on after the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's like going to be over like 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, wait a minute. It's going to be on at midnight then.
Not midnight, but the Super Bowl kickoff is 6:45, 7:48, 49:45. It'll start about probably around 10 o'clock. And
you know what? Probably like more like 10:30 because the Super Bowl usually drags out.
And I'm excited about the new Survivor, but you know what? After Super Bowl, you can't just sit there and watch more TV. You spend.
I always thought it was dumb to launch a show after the bowl.
But they usually get big ratings, don't they?
I don't know. Mike Walker.
They wouldn't be doing it all the time if it didn't.
Mike Walker, of course, is the guy from the National Enquirer. This guy knows everything. Right, Mike?
Absolutely, Howard.
He's willing to admit it.
All right, so you finally admit you know everything. The Gossip Game with Mike Walker online. You can go to nationalenquirer.com and you can listen to the Mike Walker Show Sunday afternoons from 1 to 3 on KLSX 97.1 FM in Los Angeles, our affiliate out there. Mike's going to have 4 stories for us, Robin. Pick out the fake one. Here we go. Story number 1.
Story number 1. During her Diane Sawyer interview, we all heard Jennifer Aniston reveal she'd taken a first step toward reconciling with Mom Nancy, who's been estranged since she wrote that shocking book about their stormy relationship. But Jennifer sent her mom an obvious message on the show by adding, "I tried enough, now it's your turn." Now, Nancy heeded the message, reports an insider. She phoned Jennifer and asked to attend the last Friends taping, saying, "I missed your wedding. Please let me watch this important moment in your life." Mother and daughter agreed the emotional final show would hardly be appropriate for a first meeting, but as taping began on that special night, a security guard ushered Nancy into a darkened recording booth at the back of the Friends set, then hustled her out during the finale while Jennifer took her bows. So stay tuned.
Boy, if I was Jennifer Aniston, I could never forgive my mother. Mother wrote a book about her.
Well, yeah, and to ask to go to the last taping as your first opportunity to see your daughter, I'd run like the wind to the opposite corner of the world.
Wants to be at the taping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to tell you, that's...
Mom hasn't changed.
I got it. You know what? I kind of feel bad for Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
I mean, even though she's married to Brad Pitt, she's got billions of dollars, that's got to suck. Okay, story number 2.
Okay, my spy overheard a CBS bigwig reveal that it's not David Letterman who's dragging his feet on marrying the mother of his baby. It's Regina Lasko herself.
Wow.
Knowing that a wedding means she'll be outed, so to speak, in photographs, Regina's determined to whip herself into pre-pregnancy shape before the ceremony, especially after seeing pics of new mom Kate Hudson looking a tad flabby.
All right, story number 3.
Memo to the Michael Jackson judge. The whole world heard you sternly warn Al Wacko not to delay the trial with 15-minute potty breaks, but you'd have hit the roof if you knew the real truth, Judge. When Michael insisted on ankling to the courthouse John, it was for a rendezvous with his makeup artist who had secretly camped out waiting to perform a lengthy lipstick and pancake touch-up for the star.
Wow.
And by the way, memo to that TV reporter we all heard griping how the Nation of Islam bodyguards shoot him from the men's room before Michael entered. Now you know how close you came to nailing my exclusive, dude.
And number 4.
Price check for Mr. DiCaprio, please. Shopping at Bristol Farms Market in Beverly Hills, the Titanic star questioned the clerk on a 6-pack of bottled water that rang up $5.99. Customers fretted in line as a bag boy disappeared into the aisles and a pal of Leo's carped, "Why wait for a few cents? It's not the money, it's the principle," huffed Leo. Sure enough, the water was on sale for $4.99, so Leo saved $1.
All right, Jennifer Aniston and her mom reunite at the Friends taping. David Letterman's wife is the one delaying the marriage, or girlfriend rather. Michael Jackson has a makeup artist hidden in the bathroom at the courthouse. And Leonardo DiCaprio tried to save $1 on some bottled water. The fake story is Jennifer Aniston.
The fake story is Regina Lasko.
Yeah, you might be right. I'll stick with mine, but you might be right. Artie?
That Lasko story had something in it that aggravated me. If Kate Hudson is a tad flabby...
What are you?
Yeah.
Right,
then I'm going to die tomorrow. So I'm going with that.
You say it's the David Letterman
Yeah, I'll
thing.
agree with that, yeah.
Okay. And Fred, you want to take a shot at this?
Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, you're with me?
Yep.
I'm sticking with my story, too. Howard and Fred say Jennifer Aniston, Robin and Artie say the David Letterman, Regina Lasko story. And now, here is the man in the know. The guy who will literally crawl into your bathroom and photograph you when you least expect it. Mr. Mike Walker.
Thank you very much, Howard. And by the way, I see all the pictures that people see that never make, people in our business see that never make the papers. And I have never yet, despite stars saying it, seen a celebrity photographed in a bathroom.
Really?
Okay?
All right.
Never.
That was just
There
you
go. All right. Howard, I don't know what has come over you in the past few weeks. You're very decisive. You don't hesitate. You go right to it. Robin, of course, also very swift, but Howard and Fred are the winners.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston is a phony item. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about me, but I've won like 3 weeks straight.
You have.
You go on these streets.
Incredible.
Yeah.
You go on these streets.
Yeah.
I used to be so bad at this game, and now with a pinpoint accuracy.
Next week you'll lose.
And decisive.
I mean, and I don't even wait for anybody else's opinion.
That's
right.
true. You went right for that one.
I'm good at
But
this,
I was
Mike.
convinced
Yes,
that
you are.
Regina Lasko
You
would
are.
drag her feet because she wants to be in shape for pictures.
I think she just wants to get that guy to the altar.
By the way, with this loss, my record in the gossip game is now 2-41.
To play the gossip game yourself, go to nationalenquirer.com and meet Mike Walker on nationalenquirer.com. Listen to the Mike Walker Show Sunday afternoons from 1 to 3 on KLSX 97.1 FM in Los Angeles. Got a lot of gossip for you. Hey, Mike, thanks, man.
Thank you, guys.
Later, brother. That's the great Mike Walker.
What does he do for Super Bowl?
What does he do? I think gossip guys aren't into Super Bowl.
No, I don't think so.
He's camped out.
I didn't want to watch that. I don't know. I'm not going to waste my time.
He's going to watch 2 If by Sea on UPN.
He'll be watching the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy marathon.
Wait, it's a marathon?
Yes.
That's great.
Gossip game sponsored by the Lingerie Bowl. I forgot to ask Mike what his pick was for the Super Bowl, actually.
Yeah.
I should have. Let me see if he's still there.
The blue team.
Yeah,
Mike,
I'm
you there?
still here.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, Howard.
Picking the Super Bowl.
Who's playing?
You see that?
Will you stop with this gay, please.
You're a gossip columnist.
What was that little inflection? I love that. Do that again. That
You
little
know.
gay yeah.
Listen
By the
to
way,
it.
Howard,
Yes.
by the way, I heard Angie Everhart, and now that you brought it up, and now that it's out in the open, okay, buddy?
Thank you.
In return for one more plug for my radio show on KLSX in Los Angeles,
yes,
I'll admit to the world that you are a great lover, Howard.
You know what? Do me a favor.
You don't have to say that.
Do me a favor. Drop the whole thing, if you would. It really, you know what? I don't even need this aggravation.
All right, dude.
No
You're the
idea.
one who keeps bringing up the gay gossip columnist.
Okay, it's all over.
We just don't know a lot of straight guys who say Benifer.
Oh, really? No, I was the guy. Actually, he did that. He dubbed them Benifer. In retaliation, I started calling him Benlow. Remember, because he was J-Lo whipped.
Oh,
and
wow.
Matt Damon started kidding him, so he came up with that name to sort of offset that.
All right, so you don't have a Super Bowl pick.
I do not.
All right, thank you. That's what I thought. But I don't think you're gay. Thank you. Believe me,
Thank you.
This guy rushes out to that Hawaiian beauty tropic.
Oh, yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, so there's nothing
Career
gay.
judge.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Thank
Later, that's Mike Walker.
Benlow isn't gay, but Benifer is.
The Gossip Game brought to you by the Lingerie Bowl, actually. Ralph was telling me there's a movie with Kate Beckinsale and Dracula. What is that movie? I want to see it.
That's the Underworld movie.
Underworld. Is that out on DVD?
It's, you can get it on demand, I think, too.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing this weekend. I love Dracula anything. Is it any good?
It's okay. I mean, I saw it, and, I love everything Dracula as well. And it was Dracula versus werewolves, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Dracula fights a werewolf.
Well, they're all vampires and werewolves and werewolves, whatever that word is, and they're at war with each other.
Oh, my God. How could I have missed this
How
event?
could you have missed it?
I love that.
Yeah, I'm surprised you hadn't seen it before.
Come to me. The children of the night.
Because it's not particularly Dracula.
Like they're all cool Draculas, like.
They're all, it's a vampire world.
And they're all like cool guys.
Yeah, they have their own life and culture,
There's no vampire nerds.
No, there never has been.
No.
Believe it or not, I'm a vampire.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I want to suck your blood.
I haven't really seen much about the Super Bowl ads.
Yeah.
Because that's also a big deal to get yourself an ad in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, I told you Spike Lee's directing one of them, which is perfect because I only last a minute through his movies, so a minute commercial will be just fine.
Do you know which one he did so we can
I do not.
measure whether it's a good one or not?
No, I'm sure he's in it, though. Don't worry.
The only one I know about is the Beyonce, Pink, Britney Spears Pepsi commercial.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
That's supposed to be full of...
yes.
The hot chicks and special effects. It's supposed to be a really, really good one. So you do have to keep your eye on those commercials as well. But it costs about $2.3 million per ad on the Super Bowl.
3
million.
Wow. Jeez. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
For one ad, Jesus.
So it better be good. Better get all you can out of that.
Super Bowl on CBS, yeah.
Yeah.
They got it this year.
Good money.
Mm-hmm.
And
leave it to Mel to
say
squeeze $2.3 million out of a commercial. That's nice.
Yeah. They also say that Houston, the city that's throwing the party, is going to make a lot of money because it's a big deal to have the Super Bowl in your town. Brings in a bunch of money. And regular people don't go to see the Super Bowl. It's all kinds of celebrities and fat cats.
Yeah.
People who usually go to the games, I don't think, really can get a ticket.
It's so true because I see every celebrity goes down there.
Yeah. That's
become
where
the thing
you're
to
supposed
do.
to be. And corporate sponsors buy up all the tickets and give them to their, fat cat clients.
That sucks because the guy freezing his ass off at every regular season Patriot game can barely get in this. I'm not laughing.
Well, but you know what? He's better off watching on TV anyway. I love watching on TV.
Yeah, I went to one Super Bowl in Miami once, and you know what? You're right. Even going, I could tell it's a better TV event. You get to a party, and
it's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the ultimate place to watch Super Bowl, man.
Yeah,
Vegas.
It's going to be
a great.
They have rooms set up for you to watch, and you can gamble during it. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, the Hard Rock does it really nice. They got a whole room set up.
And they do a beautiful job.
The the Democratic presidential race heating up once again because we're about to enter one of those Super Tuesday things where 7 states will hold primaries or caucuses all at the same time. And the candidates with the most money will probably do the best because the candidates can't be everywhere at once, so they're going to have to rely on TV advertising and radio advertising to bring their message to people and increase their name awareness before they go to the polls.
Howard Dean's already out of money.
I know. But he has the greatest organization.
Money, you know what it is? A lot of people are bailing out of the organization.
Well,
I think Kerry's got a good shot here. Now,
Dean is saying, though, all he needs is Michigan to stay in the race.
What a mush Al Gore is, huh?
I know. He's like Artie. Oh, that's how I feel. He's like Artie. If he backs you, you're bound to lose.
Well, let me just say this. I'm not backing George Bush.
Okay.
Wow, you really want him to win, huh?
I do, man. The terror thing is my biggest issue.
Me too.
As far as I'm concerned.
They're saying a lot of people that's not their biggest issue. It's mine.
It's got to be.
Of course.
Right now.
Think about our survival.
At this point in the world, it's got to be to me. So.
It is the number one issue, if you ask me.
The number one issue is whether or not Al Sharpton is well hung.
Well, they said, they last night in the debates, I'm actually reading in the Post about the debates, and they say that Al Sharpton had a fine debate.
Oh, he debates very well because nobody fires back at him. Well, you could level Al Sharpton.
Just fine.
Tell Al Sharpton to come in here and debate me, and I guarantee I'll level him in 3 minutes. Any one of those guys, if they wanted to take Al Sharpton seriously, could level him in 2 seconds. You just turn to him, Al. I'm holding in my hand about 50,000 bills that you haven't paid.
What are these?
We'd like, and the people sitting in the audience are all the people you haven't paid. Would you like to respond to them? And then he would leave, and he would be. But you know what it is? Everybody panders to him. It's embarrassing how they pander to him. It's almost racist how they pander to him.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's proof of that we have a racist country.
Yeah.
And the Democrats are some of the worst racists.
The white guys are treating him so nicely.
They won't treat one human being, if he's black, like they would anyone else.
Right. They should be yelling at him. But they don't.
And that's one of my problems with the Democrats.
And then I turn to the camera and say, listen, black people, vote for me. I'm not racist. I treat this bum like everybody else.
That's right. I attack John Kerry. I attack Al Sharpton. Same way.
That's all.
Treat them all the same.
And you vote for me. Stop the nonsense.
James Brown was released from jail on a domestic violence charge yesterday and denied accusations he pushed his wife to the floor and threatened her with a chair.
You think he denied the accusations? We're not sure.
Is that what he says? Well, it's Monday, then, that you can see this E! True Hollywood story. They're doing, they've run out of people to do these stories on. They're doing Mark Wahlberg.
He's a big star.
He's a big star, but, really, has he done anything to rate a E! True Hollywood story?
Hey, just banged a chick and dumped her. Had a baby with her. That merits a story.
I'm looking at what they're focusing on here.
All right.
Here's, Mark was a hit with the ladies, but sometimes it got in the way. Here's Mark Wahlberg.
Because I know I'm going to be gazing at someone's cleavage or something, and I might either mess up the rhymes, something might happen. It's always harder, you go on like a show where they got all the fly honeys. It's trouble.
That's when he was black.
Yes, that's the black Mark.
Man, has he toned down the wigger thing or what?
Yeah,
Yo.
Guy. But they're bringing it all back for the E! True Hollywood story.
Yeah.
Fly honeys.
Funky Bunch member Terry Yancey says...
This is crazy. You're right. This doesn't merit a True Hollywood.
That's what I'm saying.
Next week on E! True Hollywood Story, Isaac from E! The entire story.
Mark made it on the Howard Stern show, but this Funky Bunch member still wants his shot. Here's Terry Yancey again.
The only time that I was jealous of his success is when he was on the Howard Stern show. Because I love that show.
That's my brother. Who's that cat?
Terry Yancey. Remember the Funky Bunch?
Thank you, my man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
The only time he was jealous of Mark Wahlberg.
My brother, you just been on.
Adam Sandler, 51st dates.
Hey-oh.
Oh. Near you, February 13th. Here is Adam on how you get great chemistry with Drew Barrymore, A1.
I guess you get chemistry on screen with somebody if you feel comfortable with them. And me and Drew...
You rub their fat belly. They like it. Boy, he digging up the dirt.
No, this isn't E. This is
no, I know.
E.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking about
the Mark Wahlberg thing.
In a way, they're right. They can't be either celebrity friendly or it's like I think they got to go more tabloidy.
Yeah. Here, Adam answers the question, Howard. Why is Rob Schneider in another Adam Sandler movie?
Because he's funny.
One of my best friends. We were writing the movie, doing rewrites on it, and we said, I don't know, we know a few guys here in Hawaii who are very tough and great watermen. They can hang out in the water, and they're not afraid of sharks, and they're not afraid of...
Adam Sandler goes on and on, man.
What is he talking about? Where's Rob Schneider in this clip?
You don't want to talk about it.
Ray Romano is trying to have a movie career now. Can you believe that?
Everybody loves Raymond. I'm going to laugh at the guy because, you know what? Why not? I mean, people love him. I've never seen the show once, but everybody loves Raymond's a huge hit. The guy must know something.
All right, well, he's got a movie coming out with the great Gene Hackman called Welcome to Mooseport.
Mooseport?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called,
I mean, forget that. That doesn't appeal to me. A lot of these guys should just stick with TV, but all right, let him take a shot.
Hey, he's as rich as anything. He can do whatever he wants.
Gary Shandling, he tried in movies.
If he falls flat on his face, what is the loss?
He should have done Larry Sanders the movie.
I know. Why wouldn't he do Larry Sanders Forever?
Because, I like to do different things.
My basketball was suffering.
Hey,
The Surreal Life airs on the WB right now, and Eric Estrada is one of the celebrities, along with Vanilla Ice, Tracy Bingham, Ron Jeremy, and Tammy Faye Baker in the house this time around. And Carrie Fisher has
gotten very heavy.
Written another book.
Oh.
Called The Best Awful. It's her long-awaited sequel to Postcards from the Edge. It's
long-awaited. Princess Leia.
Long-awaited.
Jerry says the character Leland in The Big or The Best Awful is based on her real-life ex-husband.
Leland is based on the father.
Ooh. Boy, she was hot a long time ago. Who was waiting for this book?
Yeah,
I don't know.
My entire life's been killing time until this book came out.